come on in and have a seat and enjoy yourself tonight.
Hey, come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody.
You know, I'm a little freestyle. That just came right up off the dome. I think I need to get signed.
Come on in.
Or how we used to do it back in the day. Class exchange coming down. We coming through.
Hey.
Go ahead and get on this live. We got
that. Are we on?
I thought she was going to hit a little bit of a rhyme.
Not really. We are on live.
Yeah, shout out to our followers.
So we want to give y'all just a minute to come into the
Come on in the room.
Join us in the room.
All right.
Wait,
hold on. Hey, Fredisha.
Hey. Come on
Hey,
in.
Free.
Come on in the room.
Thank you all for being here today and joining us on the Classy Exchange.
You got your rated R voice.
Yes, I love it.
Hello,
your radio voice.
How are you today? Thank you for joining us.
Come on in. Come on in.
They coming on in. Come on in.
Hey, Nakimi.
So while waiting on them to come in, I just do want to be transparent with our audience today that you two tried to clown me before we came on. Y'all actually tried to jump me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, rude.
Then we tried to jump you.
Yes.
It's been a lot going on, audience.
So
2 people read the menu. That's all I'm gonna say.
I did not know that we were wearing bright red.
So,
Yes.
We didn't say maroon.
Yes.
Burgundy.
So I wore this lovely coat that I have on, and when I arrived today, the people were very rude to me about my attire.
Well, I don't think they were rude. She just said, I thought we were wearing red today. I didn't say anything because I thought maybe, you didn't have red, so you wore burgundy.
I'm just gonna go on record and say that they've been beefing for the last couple days.
But
I've been in the middle.
I just gave a suggestion that maybe she should sit in the middle because she has on burgundy, so y'all can tell me what y'all think. And she was like, no, we need to sit in the seats that we sit in every time.
She's very controlling.
Because the people know us sitting in our seats. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. I think they know who we are.
We don't want to confuse the people.
Yeah, she was very aggressive about it. Is that right?
I mean, I'm scared. You see, I'm sitting kind of down in my seat. I normally sit upright, but I'm sitting kind of
So what do y'all think?
Yeah, y'all have gotten used to the order of Jay, Tin, and Kim. It's not right for me to be in the middle.
I just want to get used to the order. One of us following directions. The crazy thing is, it's one of us every week who don't follow the directions.
That would be a fact. Yeah. And
mainly Kim.
Oh!
Cause she the dominant one. So if it ain't what she said, she don't. You know what I'm saying? So
welcome again to the Classic Exchange, and we love one another to death.
We love you,
and so we can lovingly clown each other.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome, guys. Take a moment while you're in to like and share and also comment. We definitely want you guys to be interactive during this live, and follow us again on Facebook at the Classic Exchange, also on Instagram at the _Classic Exchange, and then YouTube as well. For those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, we want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
We did have some difficulty uploading a couple of the videos, but we were able to get last week's video uploaded. Please go see that again. It was probably our most transparent and emotional podcast yet, where Tanisha really poured out her heart to us, and so definitely go on there, watch that, and like it, comment, and share. So again, in the form of tithes and offerings, those likes and shares, we definitely appreciate. So thank you guys so much.
Listen, we have set a goal of 50 shares, so if you could help us achieve that goal, that would be great. So share.
Share. And today we are sponsored by two beautiful businesses, by two beautiful women that I love very much. And so it is F40 Athleisure Wear and the Spa Boutique. And so these ladies are really into their businesses. They're into promoting health and wealth, and actually both of these businesses. So Tanisha is a licensed esthetician, so she knows everything about skin. And what I love about her is when you become her client, she does a full consultation for you on your skin. So she's just not going in throwing products on your face. She's gonna do a full consultation. Jay is into snatching those bodies. So if you are needing your body to be snatched, she has some different techniques and products that she can help you snatch it back and get it right on together. So
we need a little whip sound in the background like
today. So we are sponsored by these two wonderful businesses. So that's what I got for right now. What y'all got? What y'all do this weekend?
I had a good weekend. I was all through these Dallas streets. I ain't gonna lie.
I was in them streets. You was outside.
I was outside. I was for the people. I had a great time. I can't remember everywhere that I went, but just know that I had a good time when I was there with the people who I needed to be with, and I made it to today to talk about I'm all right.
So when you've been in the streets and you can't recall every street you've been on,
I wasn't driving. I was the passenger and I was on my phone. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that.
What about you, Jay? How was your weekend?
This was one of those laid back weekends. Yesterday I slept for about 3 hours. I was really tired. Refocused, reset some of my goals. So we do have a 21-day challenge coming up. So me and Chase wrote down some of our goals that we have as far as fitness and how we want to work together to achieve those goals. I spent time with my babies and my husband, and that was pretty much it. And got a lot of rest.
You ready? Oh, when he first left, you was like, "Yippee-ki-yay! We turn it up." Now you ready for him to come back?
I really am. Life ain't, the house just ain't the same.
Yeah,
I'm being there bugging me. I ain't had to fuss with nobody or anything like that.
Without him asking for things. You know, he's living his best life in Ohio. So
come on home.
Well, I went to 2 pool parties yesterday with the kids each time, so they thoroughly enjoyed themselves. But that heat drained my soul, so I slept all day today, and unfortunately didn't get to make it to church.
What?
And I think when you slept, you missed the memo about us wearing red.
Yes, I missed the memo, text messages, calls, all of that good stuff. So, y'all, there was a lot of stuff going on social media.
Oh, it was jumping
this week. It was absolutely jumping. So, first, I want to talk to the Bayhive, I guess.
Is it
Bayhive?
The Beehive, yeah.
So she's come out with a whole new album, and she put some new pictures out. Yeah, and sis was on top of them horses, looking
looking
no horse, looking good. And so, you know, with some comments about her body and how she has some work and some different things like that. I personally feel like she's representing for the 40-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Beyonce is a married woman with children, and she looks awesome.
She could have just been working out really, really good. I hate that it's automatically because a woman's body looks very, very good. That she must have had some work done. Like, why couldn't the work be that she worked out and got that body?
I think you just never really know. With celebrities, like, everybody doesn't go get this like super itty bitty waist, big booty. Like,
take out my rib.
Like, it's a lot of normal people walking around that you would never know had surgery.
Absolutely. I was just gonna say a lot of normal people with small waist and big breasts. I was gonna raise my hand.
You was ready for that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of normal people that you wouldn't know had surgery. So a lot of those celebrities may have had some nips and tucks here and there that you have no idea. Like, who cares? She looks
amazing.
Because listen here, when I get snatched in this 21-day challenge, or if I go ahead and go run to Columbia real quick because I did the price of flights and stuff like that, and go get snatched real quick, it's my business, my body. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Y'all gonna look at it and y'all gonna like it. Period.
We are gonna like it.
Just don't get your booty too big.
Yeah.
You got little legs.
Nah,
well, her legs are little. So she might be able to,
already.
Yeah. But I think like Cardi B posted a picture where she was on like a lounge chair, and one was a picture where they photoshopped her thighs where they look smooth, and then on the other picture she had some cellulite. And I think for most of us, I know that I have taken professional pictures where I've asked them like, "Hey, can you smooth out my legs?" Because that's something that, you know, sometimes we all have little things that we wish looked a little better or different. I think though that we have to be realistic and know that a lot of these women don't look exactly the way they look. Beyonce more than likely does have some Photoshop, right? Like they may have lifted her breast. I don't know what they did or didn't do, or it could be surgery, or it could be natural, but most professional photos are Photoshopped to a point. And so we just want to be, you know, realistic about that without downing her because she may have had some work done.
And listen, even if she got them breasts lifted, how many kids they got? What, 3 kids?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She may or may not have breastfed. Gravity does weigh your breast down. So
breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding for sure. And so she breastfed all 3 of her kids. Her breast was down. So if she got them lifted up, I ain't knocking her. I want to go get mine lifted too.
They lifted to me, friend.
I mean, it's a good bra now.
A lot of us, if we had the money, if you had the money, what'd you do? Would you go get some work done?
Let me tell you.
I would go get like a little bit of my tummy tucked, or just a little bit. Well, so I had a C-section, so if that little excess fat, that visceral fat can get sucked up out of there, I'd be okay with that. And that's all I get done.
So I'm not gonna lie. I remember some years ago, Jackie's daughter, Nana, when she was little, maybe about 9 or 10, she came in the room while I was getting undressed. She was like, "Amy, you look good, but if you could just iron your legs." And I said, if I could snatch you up and chicken choke you right now. But I thought to myself, baby, if there was a surgery that I could get where Amy could iron these legs to where I can get these wrinkles or cellulite or whatever it is out my thighs and I could be smooth, I would. So, you know, I've gone to a doctor and got a consultation. And when they pull your body, certain parts of your body back and lift you up and tell you how good you look, I was in it till he showed them prices, and I was like, "Sorry, I'm just gonna work with God. Has do the best I can with what I got."
I couldn't say that I wouldn't. I think it wouldn't be like extreme where people could look at me and be like, "Dang." But I've been to about 3 consultations myself. But I'm like him. Every time they give me that price list, I'm like,
See, that's why we need to go to Columbia. Because I was looking today, and I mean, you know, I might could spare a couple ribs.
I'm saying when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I can really work out and be focused and achieve what a doctor would do. I mean, I can't make my breasts up. It is what it is. But for the most part, I can get what I need from just being consistent, working out, and doing the work.
But you can make your breasts sit up. You get the right bras. They got good bras. They got all kinds of
but when you take them off and they like
you want them to sit up. When you take them off, you want them to sit
I
up.
would love to have perky breasts where I can walk around without a top on. I mean, not without a top on, but without a bra.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was at the nude beach, because I do want to go there. But if I could walk around without a bra on sometimes, because they're so irritating. I would love to have supple breasts with my nipples straight
your
forward.
breasts are big, so they have to cut you down too to be able to not wear a bra.
I mean, I could guide them on what I would like. But so that's the thing. I wouldn't want to lose my fluffiness.
Yeah.
I just would want, you know, can you just bring them in just a little bit?
Yeah. With them nipples.
I just want a little more meat up in this top part. You know, just can I get a little more meat?
See, and I got extra meat.
Yeah.
I don't mind sharing.
Well, Sister Bay, whatever you are doing, the fan club says continue to do what you are doing.
Yes.
You look good. You are rocking it out for the 40-year-olds. And I think the 3 of us look wonderful. And I'm not even going to say for our age. We just look good.
Wonderful, yeah.
I've seen some young girls. I'll be like,
Listen, the people I work with, they be so shocked. And they be like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 40. 40, oh my goodness, I thought you were like 30 something. Yeah, well, you know, hey. Thank you.
Listen, my daughter, she look crazy every time we go somewhere. And I'll be like, are y'all twins, y'all sisters? And she's like, all right, don't hate on me, honey. Be glad that your mama still look good.
Okay.
they done made this about themselves and how good they look. I gave a compliment.
This controlling compliment is really.
I done gave a compliment to my, I know I look good.
Just, yeah.
Listen.
So, okay.
Okay.
Y'all ready to jump into?
Let's jump into it.
Now, are you
Well,
going to tell on Jay first before we get to the topic?
What you do?
What you do yesterday that has something to do with this topic?
Oh, so before we jump into this topic, yesterday, well, Thursday evening, my twins spent the night over Jay's house. And y'all know it's
Jay's
summer.
staring at me.
And everyone knows I have multiple
glass.
children. I have
Don't tell
I
her.
have 4 kids. And she pulled up to my home at about 9:30ish or so. I was already logged into work working. 9:30 a.m. And the twins came in with freshly squeezed orange juice from Whataburger, as well as sausage biscuits with sausage egg whites on top, you know, or whatever they had. So my son was like, "Hey, Aunt Jackie, do you have something for me in the car?"
Baby went and washed his hands and everything. You got
No
back to the
food.
table.
She came to my house, y'all, knowing I have multiple children, and didn't bring any food for my son.
Well,
So,
I-
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Mm-mm.
so
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, say what you
I
got
was
to
gonna
say.
say aunties be like baby daddies too. And don't make it up for everybody.
Listen,
That's like a deadbeat baby daddy. I
Okay,
said.
deadbeat auntie.
listen, to my defense, I didn't think about Deuce, your son, until we were out of the Whataburger line, but I was not about to get back into that line again to get him some food.
That was that
That's
daddy.
what I said. I'm telling the twins, I said, make sure y'all split now. Cut that burrito in half and give him a piece, and cut that burger in half and give him a little piece.
So here's
So
the thing.
they anticipate a whole burger when they pull up. But because you forgot, and this showed the thing, because you forgot, and then when you remembered, and you were still
I was
at
too
the
far
place,
gone
but you wasn't about to get back in the drive-thru.
Let me tell y'all what I did. I pulled out my cell phone. I started recording her too. I said, "I'm gonna get your ass on the record." I started recording her just like that lady recorded that baby daddy. I was completely out of line. No, seriously, I didn't get upset with her, but I did playfully pull out
Deuce
my phone
did.
to record.
They was mad.
He's probably
Yeah.
still upset.
Yeah.
Me too.
But we had food at the
Still
house,
Right.
right?
Still smell the water burger throughout the house too.
He had cereal and milk, you know. What
Well,
don't
he
roll your
had-
eyes? He didn't go hungry. And that's
That
the
we
whole
know.
point.
That we
He didn't
know.
go hungry.
Okay, listen. So I know this whole week, this McDonald's situation has been run into the ground, but we have to speak
We have to
about
speak on
it.
because we come live on Sundays. I was so mad. Like, why couldn't this go down on Saturday or Friday? Because I was so upset.
Yeah.
Boy, it divided the people.
It did divided everybody. Before we jump into that, though, Tanisha, do you want to talk to us a little bit about the spa boutique?
Oh yeah, sure. So the spa boutique, it's my baby. Like she said earlier, I'm a licensed esthetician. So at the spa boutique, where we're located right over in Richardson, Texas, you can come. It's like a cute little small, tranquil spa, little mini boutique spa. That's why we call it the spa boutique. But you can come and pick one of our several facials, body hair removal, as well as eyelash extensions and much more. If you're interested in booking an appointment, getting a consultation, if you have skin concerns, whether it's hyperpigmentation, which is dark spots, or if you feel like you're a little oily or a little dry, come check us out at the Spa Boutique.
Okay. Don't you have a special on right now?
I do. I'm gonna drop that nugget for the people a little later.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. The McDonald's divide in the community.
Oh yeah.
So I saw a couple posts. To me, it seemed like women who had one baby daddy, I think, versus women who had multiple baby daddies seemed to disagree on this topic.
Yeah.
And then I saw several men who were fathers of children. They seemed to disagree as well.
Mm-hmm.
So my opinion of this was that the mom seemed to ambush this father. And I really thought that there were some things, I saw some deeper issues that I felt like she should work on. Number one, if you have food stamps, I really think you should budget your food stamps.
Absolutely.
So I went grocery shopping today before I left. And when I shop, I have a calculator. And I calculate how much I'm going to spend. When you have 4 children and you get food stamps, you get an abundant amount of food stamps. So I speak from a position of experience. I've gotten food stamps before with 4 kids. And I was getting like over $700 a month. There is no way that you should be running out of food stamps before your month ends. Unless you're selling it or doing something else besides purchasing food. So if this was, a real life situation, because we later learned that it wasn't real, but number one, she needs to budget her food stamps. Number two, again, my situation was caused because I became unemployed. When things like that happen, you begin to find a side hustle. I started painting houses and, like finding things to do where I could make some extra money, because my kids are not going to ever be hungry. You know what I mean? Like, you may not eat what you want, but you're going to eat something every day. So that to me was a little off. Like, she does have to take responsibility if this was a true situation to ensure that her kids are taken care of outside of that man, especially the ones that ain't his.
So I agree with you. For one, as a mother, you should never be in a position where you can't feed your kids and you have to rely on somebody to come bring food. The fact that the dad wanted to come bring his son some food, okay, great. It wasn't his responsibility to feed everyone else in the household. He didn't make those babies. She did. Now, the mom fell off because they were together at one point and he was doing it then, that he's still obligated to do it now. No, he was with you at that time. Mm-hmm. And so if he's a man and he's with you, he understands y'all are a package deal at that time. So him buying food then was what he was supposed to do. Y'all no longer together. So if he only buying food for his kid, that's his only responsibility. And why the hell you got 4 baby daddies? Mm. That's the real issue right there
too.
You got 4 baby, and you couldn't call Trey, Pookie, and Christopher to have them come get their kids on food.
Right. And I think if you're at a point where if it was the situation where her kids really didn't have food, then you need to send them to their fathers and allow them to at least take them for the next couple of weeks until you get yourself situated and together, versus now I got to reach out to every individual daddy and try to get somebody to bring them something to eat.
Mm-hmm. I do find issue with the fact that he was, or maybe it's not a fact that the story's made up, that he was ambushed. So somebody had to call him. It was either her or one of the kids. And if you knew that man was on his way and he was purchasing McDonald's for his kids specifically, you could have said, hey, I have $10 more. Do you mind picking up the rest of the kids some food and I can pay you when you get here? Or she could have asked him, do you mind getting the rest of my kids some food? But I don't think you just ambush somebody when they come. Like, it's an expectation for him to do that when those are not his kids. So he doesn't have to do that. But I do think a lot of people are saying, well, human decency. Yes, I think that that's nice if he wanted to do that. But if she wanted him to do that, she should have asked him if he mind doing that.
Well, I think too, we can understand that she's struggling and she's broke.
She's not struggling broke.
But I'm saying he may have been too, right? Because we don't know what other children he has outside of that child with her. Maybe he has other kids that he has to take care of. I don't know. But I think, again, when we talk about roles and responsibilities, it does come back to her. Like you mentioned, why do you have 4 baby daddies? Again, if that's the case, then we have to kind of question your own personal choices and what you need to do so that you aren't in this situation. How can you better balance your budget, And
at the end of the day, it's hard to say, well, if you do for one child, you got to do for all of my children, because when you have that many baby daddies, you're taking a risk that one baby daddy may be shit. I mean, it is, but one baby daddy may be shit. One baby daddy may be the perfect man that does for his child, goes above and beyond, and the other one may somewhat do. So now you got all these different caliber of men that are doing separately for each child, and you can't have the expectation that one man is going to do for all of them what he's doing for one, because all of them are not his children.
Right. And I was just going to say, this is when you just said coochie management. I'm going to go into that more, but again, it's about choices. You're choosing these men to have children by, and if you choose terrible men to have children by, again,
bad coochie management.
That's what it boils back down to. What were you gonna say, Tim?
Well, I was gonna say it's bad coochie management, because when you're a woman and you out here and every man that you slept with, you didn't let him hit it raw, or you didn't lay down and had kids after man after man after man, hoping that this man's gonna choose you, love you, and he's picking up and leaving you. And at some point, you gotta realize, okay, it's me. I'm the problem, not necessarily the guys I'm attracting, but it's me. I'm attracting what I'm getting. And to lay down with 4 men, 4 different baby daddies, and you ain't got no food in the house, like that's bad coochie management.
Yeah.
You should have been smarter with who you had them babies with. Like, what was your goal when you had that man's baby? That's how I feel. Like, this is bad coochie management.
What is her own personal goal of her life? Like, what do you
To
want
rock that
to
weave and them
accomplish?
eyebrows and them lashes and them nails she had on.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylon said she suffered from bundleism.
So she did a video and she had a wig on. It was nice. It was human hair. I can decipher the difference. And she had a nice human
She
hair
had
wig on.
them edges laid.
She
You
had-
knew that was human hair.
That was human
Okay.
hair.
Somebody
I
said
didn't know.
it was yacky, tacky.
Human hair is not cheap. She had her nails done. They had designs and everything on them. So you went to a nail shop, you got that done. They were not press on. Now, what I will give her is she had on some $5 eyelash strips.
Yeah, but at $5, she could have got a meal from McDonald's, and now that's 2 kids that's eating, and you can work on the second 2.
That is true.
Yeah. And I saw, you said it earlier about it dividing the community again. It seemed to me that women who had multiple children in various comments, and they were admitting in the comments saying, like, no, he has to do for all of my kids. But then where does that stop at food? What about clothing?
Exactly.
So if one father can do more, is he supposed to buy name brand for all of your kids if he wants his kid to name brand? Or should he not buy his kid nice stuff because the other kids' fathers can't afford that? I just think in that, like, where does that expectation stop, right? I would personally, if I knew that people needed food, instead of buying fast food, I would have said, can I get you some groceries? Can I get you some lunch meat, some cheese, some bread, something that's gonna last a little past this, or let me take $50.
Yeah, well, but I think that that's something she should have thought of. Like, instead of bringing him a burger, do you mind giving me $10 and I can go get
these nuggets? They get like 5 each, and we can split these fries up.
But that's what I'm saying. Even past the fast food, though, if your kids really aren't eating, you're gonna think further than just this meal. You're gonna be like, they need food through Friday.
Exactly.
So we know that $50 can stretch further at the grocery store than it can at the fast food restaurant. So why didn't you ask for groceries? That way, all the kids can eat. You know what I'm saying? A gallon of milk for everybody, some cereal, some things that'll last throughout the week, instead of hamburgers and French fries.
I did see somebody commented that he was a deadbeat, and I'm like, you cannot say that man is a deadbeat because of that one situation. That does not make somebody a deadbeat.
I don't think he a deadbeat, but he had bad pain management.
He did.
He did, because you knew this woman already had 3 kids.
Yeah,
why
she
would
said
you,
that. Yeah.
Why would you follow up behind them 3 men and create a 4th child, and you and her are not together?
Well, I guess they were together when they had. From what I
Well, they were together. I'm talking about now. Like,
okay.
Now you just another man that's to come and go and gave her a baby. Now, I don't knock him taking care of his, because he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's not responsible for the other 3. But why put yourself in a situation where you have a baby with a woman who already has a bunch of other kids, and she's struggling to take care of them kids?
Yeah. And here's here's the thing. If he was gonna save her, he would have married her. So none of these men have married you, and you're continuing to have these babies, and it's not a good look. Now, this is not a knock toward people where life happens, things happen, but at some point, all of us have to be accountable for our own personal decisions. And when you choose to continue to have babies with different men and you're already struggling,
that's called insanity. Doing something over and over. Expecting something different. That's insanity. She was insane to have 4 kids by 4 different daddies, and she's struggling to feed them, whether she was getting food stamps on the 7th or the 11th, because her day kept changing. So if you can't take care of your kids, why are you not working to where you bringing in income to where you don't have to rely on those food stamps? They should be an extra cushion to whatever you got going on in your household.
And food, to me, public
assistance.
assistance.
Food stamps, though. Government, if you listening, can you approve my application? I don't even need much. It's just me, Cornell.
But here's the thing. As somebody who has had food stamps before, it's a leverage, right? Like, it's something to help you get out of the situation that you're currently in and help you until you can do better. I don't think that is something that we should want to, as a community, even as a thing, just want to continue to be on for. I've been on food stamps for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like my income shouldn't be equated into the food stamp application, but I mean, we should.
No, literally, like,
America, we should have free food stamps. You know, a certain amount per household, whether you got children or not. I want some food stamps.
After I spent $300 on groceries today,
You
just
would
for
love
a week,
you
I
would
would
love-
love some food stamps. But when I had them, I never ran out. And I've had some people before like, hey, can you sell them to me? No, I cannot. I don't have drug habits. I don't need to
And she
sell
might
my
not
food
have
stamps.
sold
Well,
them.
some
She
people
might
might
not
have
have sold
drug
them.
habits. They might do
I'm
it for
talking
other
for
people.
myself.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm just
I was-
saying some people, you know, they just want the cash to do
Yeah.
whatever they.
And I was just thinking, we
I
assume
ain't
that
selling
she
my
may have
food
sold them. She might not have sold them. They might have been eating crab and red lobster meat. And,
I've done that before too. You do.
When I eat food stamps, I buy Cornell
Yeah.
salmon and
Yeah.
mint Gulf
You
shrimp.
try
And
to
I
get
feel-
bougie with the
I
food
still
stamps.
run out.
lobster.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When you're on food stamps, you know you're getting a lot, so you can stretch a little bit more. I've done that too. We've had,
Fancy
salmon. We've had, lobster, because you can do that. But I still never ran out.
That part.
Period. Never ran out. So now here's the gag. While we're talking about their situation and it polarized the communities and all of social media, we found out that this was a whole JK lie. It wasn't
A
even
get rich
true.
quick spoon.
These
Can't
people,
remember that whole phrase.
Yeah.
Get quick, rich skin.
It's a whole tongue twister.
So this is a couple that decided to act this out and perform. But the question is, why are we all so enthralled in their life and in their situation where people are like arguing and cussing each other out and comments and posts? Like,
Because stupidity excites folks.
That's the age that we're in. Social media, everybody lives. You can be in your own household, and what are a lot of people doing? Scrolling social media, looking at what other people are doing. Like, that's the society that
Losing
we're in.
connection in
We
their
get
own household.
right. We get so involved in other people's
Yeah,
business
absolutely.
on social media that it's like you have to have something to say. You have to have something to talk about, and that's
And then you don't want to miss the latest news, knowing
Right,
what's going
yeah.
on. You want to be in the know, so you up scrolling. Some people wake up and grab their phone and hop right on social media before they say, "Thank you, Jesus, for opening my eyes." Before they brush their teeth or wash their
now
butt.
I've been a victim of it. I get in that restroom and I get on social media.
I have to.
Mhm.
so, but why do we all have? I think that everyone has an opinion now. You know, like I said, I have an opinion on everything, right?
Everything.
But
Everything.
but it just
That's gonna
seems
be like
like
your theme music. Your
But it just
intro.
seems like people, and in the comments, people are so rude. Like, I literally saw people cussing each other out, calling people simps and hoes and all types of different comments. And I'm just like, even when we talk about the two people, like the derogatory comments that were made toward them without any of us fully understanding the situation, I almost feel like we're callous now. It's like we
Like we
don't
can't take a joke.
respectfully. We don't even respectfully disagree.
Mhm.
If I disagree with you now, I have to call you a name, and it's so much easier to do it behind a keyboard. It's
Keyboard
like keyboard
killers.
terrorists.
But
I call
yeah,
it keyboard killers.
because you know ain't
Mhm.
nobody gonna punch you in your face. People
Yeah.
didn't do that back in the day like that unless they was really
Cyberbullying is what that is.
ready for that heat. Like
But the sad part is, you just said cyberbullying, right? These are grown adults doing
Yeah,
this to
still
one another.
bullying.
You know,
Mhm.
I've seen even things people have said to famous people. I'm like, what? Why do you
that
think
right.
that's appropriate to say to
to call
someone?
somebody baby ugly or call their kid
Yeah.
or call them fat or different things that people say about people on social media.
Why are we here though? Why is our society? What do we think has caused this breakdown where we no longer respect each other's opinions, for one, and where we feel like we have the right to give our opinions on everything in a derogatory way?
Because people want to get caught up with they the one who said something that everybody else is saying now. So now let me capitalize on this in a monetary fashion. That's why everybody feels like they got to say what they want to say when they want to say it to whoever they want to say it to, hoping somebody else will catch it and want to roll with it too.
I think it all draws attention, just like this whole
Attention whores.
this whole scenario that was built to draw attention, and basically everybody's trying to go viral. So what things make you go viral? If you scrolling through TikTok, it's drama, it's cursing, it's twerking, it's all the things that basically are not, they take you outside of the realm. A lot of people of who they are, but they do it because they know that that's going to allow them to get the type of attention they need to go viral.
They get a quick rise out of somebody or a lot of bodies.
Speaking of that, we've actually been advised that we need more drama, right? Like you guys need to do something that's drama filled so that you can get more. And I'm actually proud of what we've done so far. With the class exchange. How did you guys feel about that? Because we've actually had a couple people say, we like what y'all are doing, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all need drama. Like one of y'all shouldn't like each other, or there should be, some tension between you guys. And I'm like, we would have to make up that tension. You know what I'm saying? We would have to force it. So how do you guys feel about that?
Hold on, before we address that question, I wanted to shout out Keisha's comment. She said she found it saucy in her personal video. She still let him hit and he still didn't want her. So before we were talking about the video was fake, that was another thing. Like, you still letting this man pull up and drop peen off, and all he came with was one burger, one fry, one soda. Like, you wouldn't be dropping peen off and you can't bring the whole house full. Like, what if I was hungry? You only got one meal, but you want me to get full off your peen?
Well, I feel like that video made her
growing for Happy Meals. I mean, it should be deeper than that anyway.
It should be deeper than that for sure. You shouldn't just be out here screwing
for one Happy Meal. That's how you
for one. Right. That's bad coochie management.
I honestly feel like that video.
You one Happy Meal. That's bad coochie management.
I feel like that video made her look worse. So I guess in the whole scheme they were trying to create, she did the video trying to show why she did the first video, but it actually made her look worse because. And
then I think that's why they came out and said, "Oh, it was just a scam."
Yeah.
Nah, you thought people was gonna be on your side, and she didn't think she was gonna get that backlash that she received and how stupid she looked. And now it's like, oh, we were just playing.
They about to be on Steve Harvey show. They gonna be on.
They got a McSibling meal now.
They got a McSibling meal. Exactly.
Like 4 burgers, 2 large fries, and 4 small kid drinks.
They about
that scenario is not really far off because there are a lot of women that still let men dibble and dabble. They don't do nothing for them or their kids.
Yeah.
I just have to be silent on that because I don't understand it.
So to your question about people feeling like we need to create drama, having drama doesn't fit under the classy exchange. Like, we're classy, we're able to talk, discuss topics and not always agree on everything that we talk about and everybody's standpoints on what we talk about. But we don't necessarily need no drama to be relevant. I mean, we got people tuning in, watching us, and we ain't had no drama yet. We're going to give some real life, some emotion, some transparency, some vulnerability. So, hey, people who need that, they're going to tune in. If you don't need that, then tune away.
Listen, I feel like drama is a part of life, right? So you're gonna have times where there's a certain amount of drama in your life. For me, like for the class
right now,
I want it to be natural. If there's something that's going on, like, we'll share that with the audience. If we disagree, then we'll disagree. Like, Kim was getting on my nerves today. Like,
she got on my nerves like episode 1.
Tanisha, sometimes her texts be getting on my nerves. I be like, I just don't even reply in the text messages. But I'm not gonna create drama just to create it.
Well, and I think she don't know acronyms. So she'll be like, what is? I'd be like, some SM. What is that? Social media. Oh, why you ain't just say social media?
Well, I think it's a certain amount of drama, right? Like, we can have disagreements.
Absolutely.
We can have tension because we don't agree on certain topics. But what we're not gonna do is, bitch.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
A lot of this stuff that you see on other shows, or I'm not ever gonna come for you personally and try to push you below the belt because I disagree with you on something, right? That's just not gonna happen, period. So that's a lot of the drama that we do see, especially amongst shows that showcase women, right? They're talking to each other in derogatory ways. They're using, bitch, hoe as if it's hello. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Like, we're not gonna do that. But in terms of us being transparent, like Jackie said, and being honest about our three of us, I think, have gotten on each other's nerves at some point.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's a part of life.
Oof.
That's a part of friendship. That's a part of family.
Mhm.
But let somebody say something to you.
Okay.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
We
Y'all
be
should have
ready.
seen us Thursday.
It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a whole problem.
Okay.
Like I can be upset with my best friend, but you can't say something out of
That
some
part.
random person can't say something out of line. That's not how that works.
No
So
matter who they are.
but yeah, social media is a quick way to make money. And guess what, guys? The truth of the matter is we want to go viral too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to go viral
Not for
because
nothing stupid.
yeah.
Well, I think at the end of the day, you can't compromise who you are. I think
Morals,
it's
values, and beliefs.
it's okay to maybe like do something a little bit out of your realm because we are in a social media age and that's what people look at. So sometimes when you have businesses or you're trying to go viral or you're trying to do certain things, you may have to post a lot. You may have to, but I've even had somebody tell me with F40, like, you're too basically conservative. Like people want to see your butt. People want to see like your backside when you're working out. People want to see certain things, and that's just not who I am. Like I have children, and there's a certain example now. Don't get me wrong, I might have a little picture here and there, or a picture where I kind of show my butt a little bit, show the back of the outfit, but I'm not going to intentionally just show my body for likes, and
Right.
that's not. And I am selling athleisure wear. I do help snatch bodies.
Mhm.
So of course, showing my body is a part of my brand, but I still want to do it in a respectful manner
Absolutely.
at the end of the day. And even like my daughter, she said to me, like, one of my friends at school asked me if you were a fitness influencer. So my daughter's friends are seeing my post. So I have to be mindful of that.
Well, I've always said that two people can wear almost identically the same outfit, and one could look classy and one could look trashy.
Absolutely.
So it's really about how you present it and then how you carry yourself as a person. Because I've definitely seen two people, and one is just doing it completely different. You know, it just looks different. So, and I think that kind of goes back to what we talked about even a few weeks ago about understanding your own body and how you present when you wear certain things. But at the end of the day, I know I have children, I have a husband, I have, a standard, and I'm sure there are some things that I've done that people would think are against the standard, in transparent. Well, in transparency, I've married a couple, and there was another woman preacher who had a comment about what I had on because it was sleeveless.
So you officiate?
Yes,
She official.
I do.
She's a whole pastor.
Not a pastor.
No, I'm just
Not a
saying.
pastor.
So
Not a
wait,
pastor.
will you marry me off for free?
Yeah, for you, yeah, I will.
You can't be talking business on me.
Yeah.
You're supposed to ask that when we're all flying.
But here's the thing.
Y'all hear her say she'd do it for free now.
But here's the thing. They felt that although I was fully clothed, I was sleeveless, right? And they felt that was inappropriate. And so for me, I didn't get offended, but I also didn't have to make that my personal issue either because number one, it was like 100 degrees. It was summertime. And the couple that I married didn't have an issue with it. And I personally didn't have an issue with it. But I also didn't now want to like rah-rah on that lady because she gave her opinion. I just said, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's it.
Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean we got to take it with a grain of salt because they share theirs.
Yeah, and I actually had at church one time we were doing a like where you kind of show people appropriate things to wear to church. It was kind of like not really a play, but just kind of like where you kind of walk through and show. And I had on dress pants, a dress shirt, and I had it tucked in, and I was told that I was like too hippie and had too much behind to wear my shirts tucked in, that I need to wear them tucked out at church. And I'm like, no, I'm not about to go to church with my shirts tucked out every time just because God blessed me with hips and a booty.
Mhm.
So you cannot help the way you're built. That's just how you are.
And I feel like that's a whole problem within itself, a whole nother topic, another episode. When you were talking about because of how a woman is shaped, she shouldn't wear certain things. as a shapely woman, you know, it'd be some things I'd be wanting to put on, but because of how my body look, I feel a little self-conscious about it because I sometimes be worried about what somebody else might think. But then sometimes I put on what I want to put on, and you're gonna get all of this how you got it.
Yeah.
Period.
I feel the same way.
Mind your business.
I do agree with those two statements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why y'all both look at me like she want to say something? I didn't have nothing to add to what you two beautiful ladies just said.
Do we have any comments?
Let's look and see. The comments aren't really pulling up for me. Do y'all have some?
Oh, I didn't.
Well, while we're searching for comments, let's go ahead and tell you about some specials we got going on at the Spa Boutique. From now until July 15th, I have BOGO off of your Brazilian. So you can buy one, get one 50% off. I also have 2 for $100 Brazilian. So if you and a homegirl want to try getting sugared, getting a sugar Brazilian, come on, book. Both of y'all book and pay at the same time. And both of y'all are 2 for $100. And then you can always add on the underarm if you want to get your underarm hair removed. I made a post the other day about a lip. So we can throw your lip, your chin, your nose, all of that in there as well. Then men, I didn't forget about you.
My nose. I really don't need my chin, but I do have them nose hairs that be peeping
The one
out. Yes, I do have them nose hairs that be peeping out. So I'm gonna book that in addition to my low below sugar.
Your low below. And then men, I didn't forget about y'all either. BOGO get 25% off of your manzillion. So if you want to come get your private areas groomed up as well, I do have man clients. You can BOGO, buy one, get one, 25% off. So come check us out. If you're interested, you can text me at 214-702-2288.
So what does the sugar do?
It's hair removal.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So some people go get waxed, some people go get sugared. Sugaring is organic, so it doesn't have any chemicals in it like wax does.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So leaves your skin feeling nice and silky and smooth and hairless.
I tried that Brazilian wax one time, and yeah, your girl had to quit. She did it one time. I'm like, ma'am, I'm done. So
we're gonna go live when I do hers.
Yeah.
Y'all won't get to see her
yeah.
area, but you'll get to hear her reaction and how she
Well, are there any tips like
come clean, come dry.
okay.
Should
you come low?
Well, some people do have moisture down there.
Oh, okay.
So come dry. Some people have come to me after from working out. And that's a no-no.
Why would you?
Just crazy. So tips, the shorter the hair, the longer your beard. So for us, anywhere from 7 to 14 days post, whether you shaved or you did waxing or something else, some kind of other hair removal, you beat it to me, whatever the case may be. 14 days is about a good amount of hair for me to pull it and train your hair growth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna get over my fears, and I'm gonna let you sugar me.
Okay.
And we are gonna go live.
We're gonna go live.
We're gonna go live when I get sugared. For those of you who are expecting to see something special when we go live, you will not. But we are gonna go live when I get sugared.
You won't see the peach, but I will show you the fuzz. Jay, you got some stuff going on with F40 Athleisure Wear, don't you?
I do. So we have a 10% discount going on for 4th of July. Now I sold a lot of stuff at the event. So
people was even with big bags, so
yes. So I definitely need to restock. So when you come on the site, it's like a few pieces left. So I need y'all to get on there and get everything. A lot of stuff is sold out, but there will be a 10% discount for the 4th of July, and it'll just be sale. So just put sale in a discount code and get your 10%.
Oh, nice.
Guys, so one of the things that I will say about myself is whenever I purchase from my friends, including my sister, I pay whatever the cost is. I don't look for hookups because they are really into their businesses. And because I am a frugal person, I also look for discounts. So I recently shopped with my sister and bought maybe like 5 outfits when she had her 20% off of her birthday sale. And I'm also getting on this buy one, get one free that 10 is having for the Spa Boutique. So if you're
it is not buy one, get one free. It's buy one, get one 50% off.
I guess I'm gonna be a 50% off.
Okay,
I told a whole lot.
don't go nowhere and say nothing for free, but she gonna buy one and get her one for free. See, control.
Exactly. I misspoke. Don't y'all go there asking for no buy one get from free. Talking about that's the Kim special.
Okay.
Oh, but I forgot to tell y'all to shop. It's F40 athleisurewear.com. So if you don't know how to spell athleisure, it's ATHLEISURE. And then you can follow me on all the platforms. Facebook is F40AW and Instagram is F40_AW. And then we also have the Classy Exchange Instagram page and Facebook page. So make sure you follow
Like,
both
comment,
of those.
share, subscribe, follow.
Yes.
All of the above.
And then I have a 21-day challenge coming up. Tanisha and Kim will both be a part of this challenge.
Yes.
We snatching bodies. So I've already had 3 challenges so far. The first individual lost 15 pounds, second 14 pounds. The last person lost 22 pounds in a 21-day time frame.
And B. Roberts was that person. And
Yes.
she's currently watching. So congratulations
Hey,
to you.
yes.
What's up?
We sure appreciate you.
I can't wait to do another one. I wrote down what I want to lose, like as far as
Your
weight.
nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Yes.
So I'm excited.
So that starts on July 11th, which gives everybody exactly enough time to purchase their products. If you're interested, you can inbox me on any of the platforms and I will get you started.
And for all those who are business owners who are currently on this live or may watch this at any other time, the Classy Exchange loves to support other entrepreneurs. We don't care what type of business you have or the size of your business. We want to help promote your business through our network. So please, if that's something that you're interested in, email us at classyexchange1@gmail.com and we will make sure that we send you the information. We will promote you on our business page and on the live. So take advantage of that and take advantage of our network and see if we can get you some more customers.
Yeah. Now, you can't be no pimp. We like legitimate businesses, okay? Legitimate businesses file with your state. Don't come over here calling us talking about you pimping and you need to get some more inventory. Can we promote you? We not promoting you, okay, sir?
Wait, and I've actually had a few of the businesses that we promoted either call or message me and said that it helped them get a lot more business promoting it on this platform. So definitely, it's an amazing platform if you want to get more visibility.
Absolutely. And a couple of the people are on this live or were on this live. So if you're still on the live watching and we've been able to help you with your business, please drop a link to your own business in the live. And also just shout us out. Let the people know because we definitely want to continue to support other businesses as well.
Absolutely. So listen, I was talking to my my brother yesterday. And in our conversation, we were talking about men being scorned.
Okay.
And how he has been hurt once, maybe twice, he likes to say, but he doesn't want to open up to the next woman and show vulnerability because of how the other 2 women have hurt him before. And so he was like, I feel more comfortable talking to my frat brothers about what I got going on because they done been there and been through it than I would feel talking to somebody who I'm going to make my lady. I'm never going to be comfortable with a woman enough to be completely open to her. And so when I heard my brother say that, it made me think about how many other men out here think just the way he thinks. And so I'm talking to him, I was like, well, hurt is hurt. It doesn't matter whether you was hurt once or twice or you've been hurt 15,000 times. What's important is that you heal from that. And I'm like, you won't be able to show vulnerability to a woman because you haven't allowed yourself to properly heal from those hurts that you've had. And so it was just in talking to him, it was just crazy. Like, a lot of men think how he thinks, that he doesn't want to show vulnerability.
So I think that's an issue actually on both sides, women and men. And I feel like you can't, there's no way that you can have a successful relationship without being vulnerable. So at some point, you're going to have to release those hurts or release whatever's stopping you from being vulnerable. Because some of those things people don't realize it, but it's not always relationships. Some people have issues from childhood
Absolutely.
that they bring into every relationship and every situation, and they don't understand why everything is not working out for them. It's because you've never really taken accountability and tried to figure out why you can't maintain relationships.
That part.
So
maybe you haven't even forgiven yourself.
That's very true.
So it's weird that you brought that up because Derek and I have been having some conversations this weekend, and one of the things that he said was he feels that kings don't show emotion, and I was like, huh? You know, but for him, he was saying it's difficult for him to be vulnerable, and he was like, I'm sensitive and I feel the exact same things, but it's hard to push that out and really express it. And I think sometimes and this is where I think we should have some men on here to really flesh out this conversation, because for me, sometimes when I'm because sometimes when I'm talking to my husband, it's like we're having a conversation, but I'm like emotionally bearing myself, and you're talking, but it's still, and it's
like, are you listening to me? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And it's like, you know, I've only seen my husband cry a handful of times, and those handful have been for reasons that anybody would cry. You know what I'm saying? Like death and just certain situations, but just to be like me and him, and he's like, Kim, I love you. That hasn't happened yet, and I'm ready. I'm like, I want you to cry. But he's never done that. And I think sometimes as women, we can feel like they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not showing that emotion. So I would love to have him or some other men on here to kind of dig into that.
I do feel like you have to be careful with always feeling like a man crying is a sense of like weakness. I want it.
No,
not necessarily weakness, but I think sometimes women, we feel like I want to see him cry. He could be showing you emotion without actually physically crying. Because sometimes we get so attached to, oh my gosh, she's like, I remember one of my friends getting married, and her husband bawled. And that's all everybody's talking about. Like, I was looking at Chase sideways, like, why you didn't bawl like that when we got married? But I think everybody saw that emotion
is handled differently.
And really, people like were feeling some type of way, like, why you didn't cry like that? Why? And it didn't, like, that relationship didn't even sustain. Not to get into nobody else's situation, but sometimes we look at things and we just think, oh, a man is crying, he's really showing emotion. Sometimes you have to listen to what he's saying, because that may not be the way that he shows his emotion.
Exactly.
But if he's opening up to you and he's talking to you, don't put your expectations on him.
I agree.
And so in my conversation with my brother, we also talked about why he feels like when he had tried to show vulnerability that later it was used against him. And so I'm like, because you open up to the women who weren't meant to handle your vulnerability.
Exactly.
So don't let that keep you from wanting to show vulnerability with the one who you choose. You got to do better vetting. With the women who you are going to be with. I said, give a little bit of this vulnerability, a little bit of that vulnerability. And as y'all progress and get to know each other and date more and more, the vulnerabilities will start to get bigger and deeper. I said, not just vulnerabilities with your emotions, but that comes with finances, that comes with your thoughts, ideas, things you want to have for your relationship, how you see it going. You don't just tell somebody up front, like, this is everything I want. You allow to build that vulnerability with them to share. So,
well, I also think that's where a lot of people mess up, because when you first get into a relationship, and I know we're probably getting into time, so we're going to have to definitely have a part 2 on this.
Yes.
But I feel like when people first meet somebody, sometimes they just give them everything up front. And it's like, oh my God, we had such great conversation. Well, you had great conversation because you were talking and you were telling all of your business. And then as you get to know somebody, you realize, okay, this person isn't for me. They're not calling me, whatever it is. And now you've given them all of this information. You have to vet people and see if they're worthy of being vulnerable with, and see if they're everybody.
You don't want the wrong energies attached.
Well, I think I agree with Tim. I agree with both of you, but what stood out for me, what Tim was saying is, you give a little at a time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person where I will trust you until you give me a reason not to.
Me too.
I'm not the person who's like, you
gotta
have to
build
work
my
really
trust,
hard.
yeah.
I'm gonna trust you because I'm a trustworthy person. So I'm assuming we're both on the same page.
That's me.
But I'm also going to give you things that if you did tell my business day one, it was something that I ain't really care too much about. And now I know that you're not trustworthy. You know what I mean? And then as our friendships develop, because I think relationships should be treated the same whether it's male or female, right?
Exactly.
So when I'm getting to know you, I'm gonna give you some things, but it's gonna be things that if you went and told the world,
I know
they already knew that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's not really a big deal, no problem. But as we get deeper and deeper, like my best friend, I don't have to tell her before I say something. Hey, don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that.
Need not be explained.
I don't have to call Jackie and say don't say nothing. We already know. Like you just share something with me. That's your business, and that goes no further than you and I, and that's it.
Even if you make me mad and we no longer friends, I'm not going to.
Oh, that's a whole new.
That's a whole. I had a homegirl like that back in the day. She got so mad at me over something so small and stupid that she spread my business and added on extra layers of the business, and then she came back and wanted to be my friend. And y'all know me, I don't. You got one good time to burn me, and I'll cut you off.
Well, here's the thing. To me, even in friendships, if you and I were to even argue, we're gonna argue about whatever that topic is. I'm not gonna begin to throw other personal stuff that you share with me to cut you low and make you feel bad. That has nothing to do with the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? We're going to argue about whatever this is, and that's it. But I've seen people where they have cut their friend low on some things that's like, my God, you must not ever want this relation. You must not want this relationship to ever mend because there's some things.
Or you was faking a friendship to begin with.
Well, even if you don't want the friendship to mend, I just don't think you do somebody that you called a friend.
Yeah.
That because that's just.
I think once I love you, even if we fall off, I'm still protective of you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I could maybe say, yo, well, we fell out, we're not cool no more. But I'm never just gonna be like, and now let me run down on her business. You know, we just don't kick it like that. That's it, and that's the end. But a lot of people don't have that. They almost have like a I'm gonna get you before you get me type attitude. I don't understand that. Okay, Kenray, you asked for that email address. It is classy. CLASSY exchange EXCHANGE 1. So classyexchange1@gmail.com. Kenray, if you check your email, I've already hit you up. So you just respond back to that email that I sent you and we can get you started, okay?
Listen, I think we probably are getting over time. So
yes,
we need to wrap it up.
Do it. I love to talk to you
because she has an opinion on everything.
But I think next week we do need to get into that vulnerability conversation.
I think we need to have a couple guys.
Let's have a couple guys. I agree.
We do.
So guys,
happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July.
Yes, happy 4th of July. Did we say happy Juneteenth?
We should have first.
Right. Listen, ever since Juneteenth became a holiday, and I'm going to throw the air quote around that, now people don't want to celebrate the 4th of July no more. Just fake with it. But anyway, happy Juneteenth.
Both.
I'm happy to be off work is what I'm celebrating. And getting to eat good and not having to get up on time. So that's what I'm celebrating.
Okay. So you were going to say something, guys.
Oh, so guys, if you want to be a guest on our show, if you think you can weigh in on this topic of vulnerability for men, go ahead and hit us up in our DM, whether it is on Facebook or Instagram. And on Facebook, we are The Classy Exchange. On Instagram, we are _Classy Exchange. Reach out to us. Let's have you on the show next week. We want to talk about this vulnerabilities within relationships, friendships, businesships, just being vulnerable as a human.
Yes.
And we want to hear a man's perspective.
We will be vetting you. And ensuring that you can add value to the conversation.
Yeah, don't come on here with no mess now.
Hit me up one time and said he would love to be on that Bronson sandals. So
wow, Bronson, you've been called out.
I know.
Listen, we ain't shopping for no more Dr. Double standards. We already got one Dr. Double standard. We do not need another Dr. Double standard.
Yes, we do. I already have him. That's our buddy, though. Dr. Double Standard.
All right, y'all. Well, we gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, comment. Wait.
Yes, please share. Pay your tithes and offerings in the way of likes, comments, and shares. Please tell your friends, your family members to follow us on all of our social media handles. And definitely check out the businesses that were represented today at 40th Leisure Wear, as well as the Spa Boutique. And do expect in a couple of weeks that we'll be going live from the Spa Boutique.
Okay, and let me just say really quick, I'm looking at the live on my phone, and had Kim taken my suggestion to sit in the middle, we would have looked a lot better. Hey!
Out of line.
I'm always the little these two faces. That's like me.
Out of line. Again, we love you. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with us. Thank you so much.
Yes, we're out there celebrating.